Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mel here. Today's video is going to be a little different. I think it's going to be a little fun. I'm going to do like almost a full face of makeup products that I think, in my personal opinion, are not worth your money. They're products that I bought and they just didn't really work out for me. Nothing about the brand or the products aren't great. They just didn't work for me personally, and I figured I'd compile all the products that I just feel about and do a full face of makeup with you guys and just give you my thoughts and opinions. I usually don't do videos like this because I don't like to bash on products, and that's not the purpose. It's just kind of showing you what products just really didn't work for me. Anyways, if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. I do all things beauty and a new video for you guys every week. So let's dive into it. Like I said, I'm not a very negative person. I like to, keep things positive and fun, but again, I want to be honest with you guys and kind of show you these products are either overhyped or they just didn't work for me. Also, don't mind my skin. It is going through a very, very difficult time right now. I already have my brows done as well, and they just didn't want to cooperate with me today either, so it's all good though, because I got my energy drink. Not a Milani today, but something a little more powerful because I am just ready for winter to be over. Starting out with primers, I haven't tried too many new primers, but I have two mentions here. The first primer is this e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. This is actually an amazing product. I love this. So why am I putting it in this video? It breaks me out so bad, I cannot wear this. If it didn't break me out, this would be one of my favorite primers of all time. It's amazing. If you ever tried their putty primer, the little compact one, this is even better because it's liquidy, but it doesn't feel like that silky, weird, velvety. You know how sometimes primers feel like that weird, velvety silkiness? This does not feel like this. This is like a nice hydrating texture while filling in your pores. So when I had dry skin and I was using this, I liked it a lot, but unfortunately, every time I wore it, it broke me out so bad that I cannot ever use this product again. I already struggle with really acne-prone skin, and this just gives me tons of breakouts every time I wear it. If you don't have acne-prone skin and you want an affordable, nice, hydrating, pore-filling primer, check this out. But if you have acne-prone skin, don't even go near it. Another one by e.l.f., and I'm not hating on e.l.f. I love a lot of e.l.f. products, and I know a lot of people love this. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I know it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip, which I love that one, but I don't think they're a dupe. I mean, at least not on my skin. This, I find makeup on top breaks up so much, especially in my T-zone. I don't know what's in this formula, but it always breaks up makeup. This is the one I'm going to use today though. But with the Milk Makeup one, I never had that issue. If it didn't break up makeup, I would love this. It's definitely gives you that hydration and tack, grippiness. Feels really nice on the skin and gives glow, but it just breaks up my makeup on top. I don't know why, but it just does. So I only use this a couple times because I could not take that ruining my makeup every time. For foundations, I don't have too many foundations that actually don't have a foundation that I hate. What I'm going to show you is tough because I go back and forth all the time, but for me right now, I don't think it's gonna be a winner. I keep trying this and it's just not working for me. When I had dry skin, this foundation worked nice. I mean, it did cling to some dry patches, but overall, it's a very hydrating and glowy, beautiful foundation. For me though, I have a ton of texture and I just find that this exaggerates way too much of my texture. And now that I'm getting a little more combo and oily skin, this just hasn't been going great for me. I used it the other day and my skin just looked like a mess wearing this, but I'm going to show you. It is a beautiful product. If I didn't have such picky skin, this would be, one of my favorite products, but it's expensive. If you're on the fence, I would just save your money and try some other foundations. I have a lot of drugstore foundations that I love way more than this. Sorry, I didn't even say what this is. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation from Haus Labs. And I have it in the shade 145 Light Cool, which is actually an amazing shade for me. That's the one thing I did get right with this foundation is the shade match. See, I'm also having a hard time, more than normal actually, with this foundation. With that grippy primer, it's like making it really hard to blend this foundation out. Yeah, usually like it just glides on like butter. Like on the forehead it's a lot easier, but where I put more of that primer in the center of my face, it's kind of a little harder to blend out, but that's just because that primer's grippy, which is what it's supposed to do. Makeup's supposed to cling to it and not budge. I am looking like a disco ball right now. If that's your vibe, glowiness, if you like glowy foundations and this is very skin-like, this would be for you. But again, if you have a lot of texture, like look at my face right now. You can see all my texture is super exaggerated. I look like I'm just oily from a workout. Again, I didn't powder yet, but it just throughout the day will get oilier and oilier. Didn't really cover anything over here, but again, that's probably that primer preventing some of the foundation to kind of fly nicely, and I just feel like always on my nose it's like missing some. I just feel like it separates makeup really badly on my nose. I mean, it's not super noticeable probably to you guys, but to me it drives me nuts, especially when I do my makeup all the time, that I just, whew, I am a glowy mess right now. Not my vibe. There's gonna be one or two categories where I don't have any products I don't like, and concealer is one of those. I feel like all the concealers I own I really enjoy. And honestly, I just redid my whole makeup vanity and decluttered a lot, so probably should have held on to some things I threw away that I didn't really love. So sorry about that, but I will pick this one out because of the claims. It's supposed to be creaseless, and to be honest, this actually creases a lot on me. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, the original one. I like the tackiness. I love the shade in this. The packaging's super cute. It's a really nice formula, and I have really dry under eyes, so this is like great for me, but I do find it creases actually pretty badly for me. Coming from a concealer that says creaseless, that's a little disappointing, but I still really enjoy it and like it. Blends out great, gives nice coverage. I would say it's more of a medium coverage. The shade is perfect for me, and again, it has some tack to it. I like the tackiness. I feel like it kind of clings to certain areas. Great for breakouts because again, it's tacky, so it kind of clings and stays put. But under my eyes, it creases a lot, and it's not super full coverage, but I still enjoy it. I just wouldn't repurchase it because it claims to be non-creasing, but it creases. I'll show you guys. I won't even set it, and I'll show you how much it has creased already. Moving on to a liquid or cream blushes and bronzers. We're gonna start with bronzers. I actually have a few in this category because I am pretty picky and I tried a lot of cream products in 2024. This product, DIBS, the dual-ended stick cream bronzer and a cream blush. I think it's a really nice product and I don't hate it. Like, I like this, but I think it was in my last video. It's just really hard to blend out, and there's like drugstore cream blushes and cream bronzers that I love so much more than this, and I just think this is overhyped. I just was a little disappointed because I saw all these videos about people loving this and it just was mediocre for me. I mean, I love the brush. If you're gonna get something from DIBS, I would get the dual-ended brush. I think that's really nice. I mean, I like this more than this. This definitely makes this product blend out a lot easier with this side, but honestly, I just didn't understand the hype of this. Another cream bronzer, this Tower 28 Sculptino. This is in the shade Getty. I don't like this. It's a nice product, but it separates on my face every time I use it, and it gets patchy, it blends out weird on me, and it just never really worked for me. This is my number one. Don't waste your money on this. Get the Milani. This is 100 times better. The Milani Cheek Kiss cream bronzers are fantastic. So don't even bother with this. I don't know. I know people like this, but it just separated on me. It got weird. I just didn't love it. Actually, I used it like twice, I feel like. And then some other cream bronzers. These are ones that I got based off people like overhyping them, and I just haven't loved them. They're not the top of my list. This is the LYS No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick. Really like the packaging. It's super creamy. It's super pigmented. Maybe it's the color. I don't know. I don't love it. And then this is the Rare Beauty Bronzer Stick in Happy Soul. This has like a more matte finish, and I just didn't love that feeling and the texture of it on my skin. I'll show you both of these. So there is the Rare Beauty It has more of that like matte silky feel, which I do not like the feeling of that. I'm weird with certain textures. And then the LYS one, which that's probably really dark for me, is a lot more creamier. It blends out a lot more creamier. But I just don't love either of them as much as I want it to, as much as they're hyped up by other people. And then here's the Tower 28. The lightest of them. I'm gonna save the LYS one for another video. I'm thinking of doing a video similar to this of giving products I tried maybe once or twice and was like, about them. They weren't terrible, but they weren't amazing. Kind of giving makeup like a second chance. Trying products I kind of just threw in my makeup collection, forgot about because I just wasn't thrilled with them. So if you want to see a video like that, subscribe, stay tuned. Let's try one of these on each side. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Tower 28. Did I say the shade? This is in Getty. Course, the day I use it, it's gonna like work fine for my skin, but it just looks okay today, but there's not much to it. If you like the concept of this little compact, use a brush, get the Milani one. The Milani one is 10 times better. Can you tell? There's like a little spot there missing. Not thrilled with it, to be honest. All right, let me show you the Rare Beauty one. I really don't want to just smear this on the side of my face. I'm gonna use a brush and work it in. I mean, it has a nice soft matte finish, but like the texture I don't really like. Did I just move a lot of makeup on my forehead? Kind of looks like it because now I see like pinkness coming through. Whatever. Anyways, I don't really love either of these. Not worth it in my opinion. Cream blushes. I feel like a lot of cream blushes worked really great for me this year. There's only one. Maybe there's two. This is the Juvia's Place Cream Blush, Liquid Blush in Peach Rose. This packaging is beautiful. This product is beautiful. This is just so freaking pigmented that it never really worked for me. I used it once or twice and I really enjoyed it, but then kept trying to use it. It just was way too much for me, for my skin tone. So maybe if I tried more of a mellower shade, it would work okay, but I'm even scared to do that. And if you have like really dark skin and you love pigmented blushes, check these out. Just for me, it's just way too much. And it's a little hard to blend out. Like you can see, it's a lot of work, even for that little dot for me to blend out. But probably like my least favorite cream blush I tried. What is going on here? There's like makeup missing in here. These don't want to mesh together. I don't know what's going on. I think it's an amazing product. I just don't reach for it and it's just kind of like, it's too much for me. And then this one I was kind of sad about as well. These are the Maybelline Sunkissed Blush. This color is beautiful. What color is this? This is number 6. City Sizzle. Like, I love this shade, but again, this is another one of those products that is hard to blend out. It gets patchy. You have to work quickly with it. It's beautiful on the skin, but it's just patchy. It's just not that great, to be honest. Sometimes we'll move makeup underneath just because of how much you have to work and be aggressive with it to get it to blend out. Of course, everything is gonna work out today, right? Yeah, that worked okay. Like, this product is okay if you know how to work with it. If you work with it quickly, you have the right brush, but it's not great. And it also exaggerates my texture just because it has a lot of shimmer in it, but sometimes shimmery blushes, I don't really care because sometimes I just love a shimmery blush, even though exaggerate texture. Let me try to build it up a little bit more. I feel like you're not getting to see the full concept. See what I mean? It's getting kind of weird. The color is beautiful though. Actually, it does have sparkles in it. I'm sorry, it does have sparkles in it. So if you don't like sparkles, which it's not overly sparkly, so it's not like I have like literal glitter on my face, but I do see a few faint glitter throughout, but don't waste your money on it. I think there's better cream blushes from the drugstore. And then for setting powders, honestly, the ones I have, it takes me a while to get through a setting powder just because they give you so much. All the ones I have, I love, to be honest. I will mention a new one that I don't. It's not really a setting powder. I would consider it more of a finishing powder. The new e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter Pressed Powder. I don't really like this, to be honest. I think it just gets too powdery and it looks too cakey on my skin. And it has a lot of color pigment to it, which is nice if you want to have a a pressed powder that has color payoff. I like more translucent things, but I think this will work better as finishing powder in my T-zone, but again, it just seems to me does not work great for my skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my favorite Huda Beauty powder to pretty much set everything, and then I'm gonna show you kind of that e.l.f. powder. Although I just used it in my last video. I was unsure. I kept using it, and honestly, I don't know. If I need a finishing powder, I use the ones in my Hourglass palettes. They're amazing. They don't get cakey, they don't get powdery. Alright, this is in the shade Fair Neutral Cool, and I am just going to use brush to just add some finishing powder to my T-zone. Or it's saying that it wants to be like a glowy pressed powder. I just don't really see that. It definitely blurs very nicely. Like you can see my pores are super blurred, but like look what it did to my chin. It's just like looks so cakey, but we'll see how it looks once I set everything. But yeah, it's just looking very cakey now around my nose compared to like my loose setting powders. Like my loose setting powders don't really do that. Why even bother with that? Just didn't work for me. There's no really powder bronzer that I would say that I didn't like. I didn't buy too many this year, and I just didn't have like a fail. So I'm just going to use a little bit of powder bronzer out of my Hourglass palette. I want to try to get a full-size Hourglass powder bronzer because I love this one in here. Powder blush. There weren't too many powder blushes that I didn't love this year, but I will have to say this blush I will keep forever because of the packaging. This is a SheGlam powder blush in their Care Bear collection. How freaking cute. It doesn't have a shade name on it, but very cute packaging, beautiful color. The thing with this, the last time I used it, it just clung. You could watch that SheGlam video and it just clinged. What am I trying to say? It was clinging to weird parts of my cheek. It was just clinging to random parts. So let's try it again. Too patchy of a powder blush. Yeah. See what I mean? I'm like trying to apply it and look at that. Very weird, right? It's really sad because this blush is just a pretty color and the packaging is to die for, but it just got weird. Like it gets freaking weird. It clings to whatever's underneath. And I even set my cheeks, so I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. I love it for the packaging. I'm not dissing on the Care Bear. Keeping the Care Bear forever. But the powder on the inside, no bueno. I didn't even buy a highlighter this year. Oh, I got the SheGlam one, but I love that one. There hasn't been a highlighter that I've ever bought that I don't like. I mean, the point of a highlighter is to look shimmery and glowy and highlight your cheekbones. I don't think I've ever gotten a highlighter that I just didn't like. I'm not picky with highlighters. Before we move on to mascara and lips, this has been a big disappointment. This is the KVD Tattoo Pencil Liner. Long Wear Gel Eyeliner in Trooper Black. I love the tattoo liner, the felt tip, but when I bought this, I was, really hoping. Let me just swatch it on my hand. Where is it? I literally had to press. How terrible is that? How is this gonna glide on my eye? And then it's breaking. I really don't understand. There's like a clear coating on it. Okay, well I just tried to clean the tip, try to get some of that clear coating off, and I just broke the whole thing off. Yeah, no, it's crappy. It's not good. Sorry. This was one of the most disappointing products I've ever tried. Anyways, let me just show you it on my eyes. I was hoping to use it for tightlining my waterline, but can't even use it on my eyelid. How am I going to use this on my waterline? Like, I don't want to have to press hard for an eyeliner. This is supposed to be like super black and it's like barely going on. It is patchy. It's just terrible. I'm sorry. It looks light gray. Yeah, it's not even going on my waterline. So yeah, that's not good. I would set my face that I am gonna be taking this makeup off right after because my skin just needs to breathe. I buy a setting spray and then I use it up before I buy a new one, and I use the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush one, and I love that one. And I also had the ColourPop Pretty Fresh hyaluronic one. I really enjoyed that one also, so I don't really have a failed setting mist, and I've never really had one that's kind of failed, you know? Moving on to some mascaras. Again, these products aren't a hate on the brand because I love e.l.f. makeup. I love Milani makeup. Like, it's just sometimes not all their products are going to be a hit, you know? And unfortunately, both of these Milani mascaras, I do not like. This is the Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara. I think it is supposed to be like a more volumizing one. It's okay. It's not that I don't like it. I have so many others that I love more, and I don't like a mascara that's super volumizing and gets really clumpy. And I prefer a more like separating, lengthening mascara. This one's good, don't get me wrong. If you like that more like dark, volumey, clumpy look. I didn't really like it, and I have a feeling this one actually smeared down here on me throughout the day. So I think that's why I don't use this one anymore. It's hard to remember when you stop using a product for a while. And then this one, I liked at first, but then there's way better tubing mascaras out there. This is the highly rated Lash Extensions tubing mascara. It's just such a wet formula that it's hard to work with. You had to be really quick with it. You can't build it up. You kind of just have to apply it and then let it go. This is another one that it like clumps the lashes together, and I just don't like that. I have very long, naturally curled eyelashes, so generally most mascaras work great for me, but look what it just did. It gave me like spider lashes, and I hate that because then they're like big clumps of lashes together. It's just not a good mascara for me. I'm sorry. Neither of those are wins for me. And brow products, I'm not really gonna go into. I'll just show you one that I really did not like. And obviously my brows went through a process this year. If you're new, I went through a few laser treatments to remove old microblading, and I'm so happy. These are my natural brows now. They're a little crazy. I got them laminated and tinted a couple weeks ago. I don't have much brows because I plucked them all away when I was younger, and then I had microblading, and I just wanted it gone because it wasn't fading, and it was just like not loving it, but I'm really happy. But I'm still in the process of finding my natural brow. But one product that I did not like was this Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Styling Gel. This is in the shade medium brown. This just made my brows look so caterpillar-y. Made them look so like thick, and like the pigment would like go on my skin and just made them look too insane for my liking. Maybe it'll be different now that I need a little more help with my brows, but I wasn't a fan because it got on the skin, and then when I tried to like wipe it away, it just was a mess. You see what I mean? Look what it just did to my brows. I don't like that. I like a more clean look brow, and I know my brows are in the process, but I like a more sharp, clean look brow, and I don't like caterpillar brows, and that's what it just did for me. The vacuum just turned on, so hopefully you can't hear her too much. And also, guys, I straightened my hair for the first time in like 3 years. I feel like my old self, and it's kind of freaking me out. I feel like myself in the younger days when I would just straighten my hair like every single day, and it just gave me really weird feelings. Alright, moving on to last but not least, we got some lip products. There are no lip liners that I've tried that I have right now in my collection. I might throw away a few, but there's none currently in my collection that I hate. There's ones that I think are way worth it that are 10 times better than like a lot of the ones I have, but Clean Elizabeth, what are you running over? Olive, what is Clean Elizabeth running over now? That's what my vacuum is named. Clean Elizabeth. Is she scaring you, puppy? Hi. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. You say hi? You say hi? You're just a baby girl. I know. You're camera shy. Come on. Try one more time. Oh, there's my pretty girl. Come here. Stay up here and say hello. Good. Good. There she is, my cute little olive girl. You're so cute. Yes, yeah. There we go. Good girl. I'll be done soon. Sorry, you guys never get to see her, but that is Olive, my little baby. She's the sweetest, cutest little girl. She's actually not little. She's like 50 pounds. but she is a super mutt. I love her. All right, so yeah, no lip liners for you guys, but there are a few lip products. Let's start out with two that I think are actually very similar products. This is Makeup by Mario, and I hate this product. This is the Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream in Nude Suede. I just hate the texture of this, to be honest. It's a beautiful color, a beautiful shade. I don't like the texture. I don't like it on my lips. It's very thick. It's very velvety, and I don't like that. I'll show you though. It's giving me like 2016 like cakey lips. And if you have a lot of lines on your lips, this exaggerates it. Makes your lips look very dry. It smells very nice though, actually. Oh wow. I actually like that kind of beachy, kind of a beachy smell. How do I smell? How do I explain? Like coconut sun lotion smell. Maybe it's also the color. Maybe it's not a flattering color on me. Kind of washes me out, but I don't like what it's doing to my lips. It's making them look dry and very wrinkly. Like, no. Not great. I just don't like how it looks on my lips. And that was the first Makeup by Mario product I tried, and it kind of turned me off from the brand, but I haven't tried too much. I tried his concealer brush, 10 out of 10. Love this. I do want to try, I think, his eyeliners. They look pretty good, so maybe I'll give his brand another try, but oh, that was terrible. And then another similar product, I think it is kind of like a dupe. This is by Makeup Revolution. This is the IRL Whipped Lip Cream in Chai Nude. Similar texture. Ooh, it smells like cinnamon. It smells very good. Maybe if you have lips that are very plump and don't have wrinkles. They're not even wrinkles. They're just like lip lines. They're natural, you know? But again, this gives the same effect. Exaggerates all my lines. Makes my lips look so dry and crusty. It's the same texture. It's the exact same product, in my opinion. This one's a little less thick. Mario one is super thick. This one's a little bit thinner, but still, I just don't like how this looks on my lips. They're not great. I don't like either of them. They both smell amazing though. This one's like cinnamon chai tea latte. Love that. The other one was like cocoa banana on a beach, but unfortunately, these textures I do not like, and I do not like the look that it's giving on my lips, especially since I'm older now. I'm in my 30s. I had to be very careful with certain lip products. And then last but not least, this is a newer product for me, and I just don't know how I feel about them, and honestly, I'm gonna put them in like I don't like them. I've tried two colors. This is the other color that I picked up. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Teddy Tint. The shade's a lot better than the one I tried. I think I tried Petal Core, and this is in Current Mood. It's a weird texture as well. Like, very weird. If you had dry lips, I don't think you're gonna like these. I don't know how I feel about them, to be honest. It's very confusing. They go on patchy, and then you can't get them off. I put the bright one on. I was scrubbing my lips so hard and I could not get it off. This one's a lot nicer. This is definitely a lot more natural color. That if I can't get it off, whatever. They kind of dry down, I feel like. I can't remember because I only used them like a few times and I was just like, no, I'm not a fan. This one's a lot more pretty, but you have to like scrub them off. I don't like the other color, but I like this color a lot. This is Current Mood. I heard you could put these on your cheeks, but I think I tried that the other day and they were patchy and I was like, no. Bright poppy one, Petal Core, and then Current Mood. So Current Mood's what I'm wearing, which is a beautiful color. Maybe I will like this one. Maybe it was just this one that I could not get off my lips and it was so bright. It kind of looked like I ate a popsicle and it was kind of odd. So not a fan of that one. And look, it went on patchy. Let's see. If they don't dry down, I think you can get them off. Yeah. Like, the texture's different. I mean, if I were gonna pick a long-wearing liquid lipstick, I'd rather go with the Vinyl Inks. I love these. Just because I have dry lips and I don't really like a dry formula, something that dries down that's very, like these, like, kind of feels cakey and dry and just, well, do not like that. These are kind of an in-between. These dry down but have a more soft feeling on the lips. I mean, this one was actually really pretty. I might have to give it another try, but not quite sure. Not quite sure. And I could not get this one off after it sat, like, after an hour, and I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, I look like I just drank a red cherry Slurpee. I gotta get this off my lips. I would not. I've never had a lip product not come off with like literally scrubbing so hard. Alright guys, so I think that was all the products. Again, like I said, not hating it on these brands. I actually love most of these brands. It's just like not every single product is going to work for you or me. Like you might love a product and I might not, just because everyone's skin is different and it's not going to work for every single person. Again, these products just didn't work great for me. And let's just like look at the final skin. Again, I see a lot of texture, a lot of shine. Like look how much texture you can see here from all these products. Obviously, all these products I do not like, so it's going to give, like, not a great look, but that foundation exaggerates texture. I even set with my favorite setting powder. My pores look really smooth in here from that e.l.f. powder, but again, it just gets so cakey that I just do not love it. Although it's looking a little better today, not as cakey. I think because I have such a glowy base on that the e.l.f. Halo Pressed Powder is not too cakey today, just because I have a lot of glow coming through. But again, I just see so much texture, didn't really cover much. And then with the cheek products, again, I just feel like it just looks like a mess. All those products on my cheek, very patchy and just not great. Looks like maybe some makeup might have moved, but you know, I put so much powder product over top, powder blush over top, it's hard to tell. So yeah, just not a fan of all these makeup products, unfortunately. Just wanted to give my honest opinion to you guys. So if you like this kind of video, let me know down below. I'm not sure, again, I don't like to like bash on too much makeup, but just wanted to put that out there for you guys so you don't waste your money, especially if you have skin very similar to me. Again, stay tuned if you want to see more beauty videos by me, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!